Hello. I'm gonna try and get this so not overshadowing myself from the light. Oh, it's a little bit chilly, but it's not too bad. Got, as you can see, in my shelter. I don't know where you can see. You can't really see it too greatly, but yeah, it's nice to be out. I say it's a bit cold. I just had a look at the thermometer just before I pressed to go live, and I'm at, and it said 0. So yeah, it's fairly cold. Um, Hi Colin, how's it going? Matt, do we have snow? Unfortunately, we don't. Not yet, anyway. There's still a bit of time. I just checked the weather forecast. There's a chance we might get some wintry flurries during the night. So hopefully, I'll wake up to a nice snowy winter wonderland. All being well. So, but yeah, whereabouts are you? No snow, my part of Devon. Yeah, sort of like just south of Sheffield, so North Midlands. So like where the north meets the south. Um, so yeah, hopefully we'll get some. And I've seen on some of the Facebook forum pages that there's been quite a bit over on the western side of the Pennines, so like Manchester. I think's had a dusting by Bolton area. Um, heard the Snake Passage closed, but you know that always closes. You know, slight bit of snow. It's pretty high up there. It's one of it's one of England's highest roads up there anyway. So yeah, that always goes gets closed pretty quickly. So yeah, ice snow here didn't stick. Yeah, I've heard it snowed in some places, but didn't come down. It tried snowing. It did try snowing. About trying to think what time it would be. About 2:30, 3 o'clock ish. It was coming down a little bit. Have I got a fire? Of course I've got a fire. There. There's my fire. Don't know what you can see it, but yeah, I've got a fire. I'm letting it die down a little bit. So in a bit, I'm gonna cook up some grub, some pork, bit of what else have we got? An onion, potato. Beers. I haven't actually brought any beer tonight. Got some single malt though. Got a bit of single malt. Oh, I did get a text message from somebody saying that they're excited. Not sure who, because I didn't recognise the number. So if you're watching and you sent me a text message, just shout out. Um, but yeah, am I going to have steak with that single malt? No, I've got some pork. Um, yeah, I've got some leftover pork, roast pork. All right, yeah. Okay. Um, yeah, so pork, uh, potato, onion. I'm going to cook up. I've got some steak seasoning to throw in with that, even though it isn't steak, it's pork. It's all going to, where is it? It's all going to get cooked up. I'm not going to throw my. I've already had a bit of bacon earlier because it was cold and I was hungry and I hadn't eaten since like 10. Oh no, about 9:30 this morning. So I had some bacon, but that'll add to the flavour. So it's only a small skillet, but it's fairly deep. So I should get a bit, um, get a good bit in that, and yeah, might might have to do a couple of bits, that sort of couple of runs. But it's nice to be, nice to have a bit of warmth from the fire. Got my sleeping bag all sorted out and everything. Yeah, used what did I use to? Oh yeah, tried using a fatwood stick rather than birch bark. Normally I use birch bark. If you watch my videos, I usually use birch bark to get a fire going, but I used a good fatwood stick today to get that going, and it worked really well. So yeah. Oh, can't quite see my breath in this. No. Oh, got a. How's the Thermarest? I'm liking it. I used it. Yeah, I used it last time I was here. I've been sat on it now for a best part of a couple of hours. That just on top of my sleeping bag, and my backside is lovely and warm. For a bit before I got the fire going, it's about the only part of me that was warm because I was getting pretty chilled. So I got everything. I got here a lot earlier. I got here about 12. So I wanted to get plenty of firewood. Oh, excuse me. That's the single malt. Before it started snowing and stuff. It didn't start snowing. It just absolutely hammered it down. So when you actually watch the whole video, you'll see, or you'll hear anyway, how much rain was coming down. It was ridiculous. Yeah, I can't complain about this Thermarest at all. Last time I was here, it was really comfy. So I don't know if you've seen the log bed that I was on. I couldn't feel the logs underneath it through the Thermarest, which is ideal, and that was laying on my side as well. So obviously that's creating more pressure. And so yeah, it's really good. And it was warm. That was the last time I was here. So, but I mean, tonight's gonna be a lot colder. I think the last time I was here, I don't know, it was maybe about 4 or 5 degrees. Tonight's gonna get down to, I think, about -1, -2. Might get more below. I don't know. I'm gonna actually move my thermostat. A little thermometer way back over there to get a better reading. Because at the moment it's only about probably 10 feet from the fire. So even though it's, I mean, this is what it's going down to now. But, I reckon that will probably have an effect. Given that I've also got, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but obviously this is the top that I put up to stay here. But you can just see I've got my other tarp set up. That's because of the rain. It absolutely hammered it down for a good 2 hours. So yeah, I'm glad I decided to bring that because it's kept this area dry. It meant that I could process the wood, not have to worry about getting wet. I took my time doing that as well. So I'd do a little bit, that'd warm me up, sit down for a little bit, just use that warmth, be comfortable with it, and then do a little bit more, and so on. And just did that over a few hours. Hopefully I've got enough wood to see me through the night, because the sleeping bag that I've got is a Gillett one. They aren't the best, even though it's supposed to be rated down to, comfort wise, I think it's -8.5, but I've been out in it and it's been, I don't know, -5, and my feet was cold. So anyway, here's to you guys. I'm gonna have a little sip of the old malt, single malt. Alright, catch you later, Colin. And oh yeah, by the way, check out Colin's YouTube channel. trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers. He's going in the right direction. So yeah, and be good to see more videos of views. I would recommend a down, yeah, good quality sleeping bag. Well worth it. Yeah, I know. I would like a down sleeping bag. They are worth the investment. I just invested actually in my first down jacket. I got it in the sales, the sort of like the Christmas sales. I think it was yes, Pagan Preppers. Yeah, check out Pagan Preppers. Yeah, should have been 200 quid. There was £100 off it, so I got it for £99. And it is pretty warm. It's laboratory tested to -50, so we'll see what it's like. I'm hoping in the next month or so. Not sleeping bag. The quilt is open. Yeah. So I'm hoping to go up into Scotland in maybe a month's time. Still be pretty cold up there, I would imagine. If I go, I'm going to go up into the Cairngorms. That's the plan anyway. Well, maybe. We'll see. But yeah. But yeah, it would be nice to have a down bag anyway. This is pretty good. Even a down blanket, it's just sort of like it's carrying it though, like, you know. Well, although down to like packs down a lot more. Oh, sorry, I didn't quite catch that. But yeah, it's just good to be out. To be fair, you know, though it's cold. I'm warm. Well, I'm warm now. I'm gonna get some food on the go in a minute and just chill out. What was it? Okay, yeah. Cool. Good to see you out. It is good to get out, no matter what the weather, as long as it's not absolutely peeing it down. Sometimes I go for a walk and I'll take the tarp and, you know, take a stove just to brew something up, you know, just to relax. Yeah, British Army Arctic bags. That is something else I've looked at. I know you can get them cheaper, let's say. But I know some army supply places do overcharge a little bit. To be fair, some places do anyway. There's one near me, and it doesn't seem to be to get that type of kit in. It just seems to get like the packs and the clothing, boots, and bits and bobs, that sort of thing. Picked up my talkable, but you burnt your fingers. Is that the titanium one? The titanium transfers heat really, really easily. It's a little bit like aluminium in that respect. So yeah, I've got a titanium plate, and you can feel the heat through it straight away as soon as you put something in. Do you know Chris Packham? If you do as well, I know they're filming up in the Cairngorms at the moment. I think they're doing Winter Watch, which is on. I'm not sure if it's on about 8 o'clock. I might be able to watch it actually, since I can get a reasonably good signal, or I'll just watch it on iPlayer. But yeah, I think it's forecast about -10 tonight up in the Cairngorms. It can get a lot colder than that. I know that much. But to be fair, in the Peak District, which is 20-30 minutes from here, I can get out onto Kinder Scout, and I've been up there. It's been -18, although that was quite a few years ago. It's been a mild winter so far, really. It's been relatively mild. We had a little bit of snow last week up in the Peak District. That made it look nice. Speaking of which, Thursday, The forecast, I think they're forecasting a lot more snow on Thursday. Yeah, 8 o'clock. That's for Winter Watch. So yeah, Thursday I'm planning on doing another video. All being well, I'm hoping it's going to snow. The forecast snow for today. Some places have got it, some places haven't. I'm in northeast Scotland now, living in Wales. It's -2 here. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so Thursday the forecasting supposedly more snow. So although I'm not going to be in the wild, I'm going to be surviving in the back of my Land Rover. I'm going to go up onto one of the highest parts in the Peak District. I'm not too worried about getting out because the road in and out of this particular bit isn't too bad in terms of my tarp needs a 9. Yeah. It isn't too bad in terms of the road up there isn't that steep. I mean I'm in the Land Rover anyway, so it should handle pretty decently. But I'm going to be at work Thursday evening. I'm going to finish work and then drive up there. Well, if it's snowing, if it isn't snowing, then there might not be much point, but I might do it anyway. Laugh. Go up and then just basically rough it out in the back of the Land Rover. It would be cool. The idea of it is that the amount when it does snow, particularly in the UK, usually people aren't that prepared for it. You know, you hear loads of stories where, particularly like on the M62 and a few other motorways, where people, you know, they get stranded in the vehicles overnight. So I'm just going to take like a select few items that will basically make you more comfortable in that sort of situation. Because even though you know your vehicle is a shelter, you know it is a shelter. You can use it as a shelter. They're not warm because they're not really insulated. Although you can use your engine to provide you a bit of heat and so forth. But you can't be running your engine all night. Because you know you won't be moving anywhere. There's no air going over the radiator, so eventually you'll overheat. You know, it's actually quite often more common for people to be, particularly if they're stuck in traffic and stuff, and you know it's winter and they're stuck in snow. There's loads. I've seen loads of cars in the past where they've started overheating. So you can't really run your time. You can run it for a bit, but not all the time. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little video and roughing it on the truck, just for a few items, and I'll go through everything and the various bits and bobs of things to do and things not to do, that sort of thing. Talking about overheating, and someone just asked, have I sorted out the overheating issue? Well, I know what it is. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the previous video, it's not actually overheating, it's overpressurizing. So it's the head gasket that's gone. But at least I know that it's the head gasket that's gone. It would appear that there's no water getting in, which is good. That is a good sign, because there's no sort of like what you term as mayo. So that's when water gets into the oil, mixes, and it sort of like it turns it into almost like a mayonnaise sort of consistency. So there's no evidence of that whatsoever. There's no colour smoke coming out the back. This is what sort of didn't make me think that in the first place that it was actually the head gasket. But gas is getting out from the cylinders, so it's probably just one of the cylinders at the side of the gasket where it's gone. A bit of exhaust is getting out of the cylinder under the pressure, because particularly with diesels, there's no spark plug. It's all under compression. So the diesel is sprayed in there through the injector and then compressed to a point where it combusts. That's what makes it actually more efficient, because everything combusts at the same time, as opposed to petrol where you get the spark and it combusts from the spark outwards. So yeah, that's what I need to do. Basically, I need to get a new head gasket sorted out, which is, I think I'm going to get it booked in for the week after, maybe next week, to get that sorted out. I'm not going to do that myself, because I don't have, A, I don't have a garage, and B, I don't have enough room in my flat to lay out half an engine and everything to get it all right. And I know the loom wiring could do with doing as well, so I'm probably going to get that done at the same time, which will probably sort out my Three Amigos fault. If not, I'll just bypass it, because I reckon that all it's doing is the bad earth on the electrical side of it. So I can just bypass that, and we'll see. Anyway, I'll probably get it done properly. But yeah, so it's pretty, I don't know, it's probably because I'm moving around a bit, I'm talking, the fire's dying down, but I'm feeling a little bit warmer. Could be the whiskey, although this hand's cold. I've got my other hand is in a glove, because it needs to be, because I'm keeping it perfectly still, or trying to keep it still anyway. So we're coming up to 22 minutes. I just wanted to do a little video. I'll let it run maybe to 25. So if anyone's got any questions, fire away now. If not, is it still snowing? No, it is not snowing. It just rained, unfortunately. There's a chance that it might snow. I looked at the forecast beforehand, and it said that we might get some snow showers. It depends on whether they manage to make it over the Pennines, because I'm on the eastern side of the Pennines, and the weather's coming in from the west. So usually it's where it gets dumped. If the winds come from the east, and the weather comes in from the east, then we usually get it pretty bad. But I think it's the west that's got it a lot. What's on the menu? Leftover pork from Sunday with potatoes, onions, bit of steak spice just to give it a little bit more flavour. I think that's it. Could always throw in some bacon for breakfast. I did eat some bacon before. So all going to get cooked up in the skillet. So so you're down in Notts, so you're not that far from where I am then, so you think it's got a bit warmer. Washed down with whiskey, definitely washed down with a bit of single malt. I'll tell you what it is, but I can't remember what it's called. It's got got a long name. Whoa. Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to call it there. So I hope you've enjoyed it. It's just a little, I just thought I'd do a little video, say hi to everyone, just do a little bit of a chat with you all, because it's good to sort of like do a little bit of interaction with you. Thanks for all, everyone who does leave comments and likes on my videos and stuff. I really appreciate it, and appreciate everyone that's subscribed. And yeah, up in the peaks, great camping up there. It is. You just got to find the right spot. So anyway, I'm off. I'm hungry, so I'm going to get some food in me. I'm going to chop it all up and everything and get it going. How do I entertain myself? I've got a fire. I've got a campfire. What more do you need? It's like the best TV going. And if I do get bored, phone signal's never usually a problem. So yeah, Bushcraft TV. Can't beat it. Just can't beat it. Anyway, guys, Thanks for watching. I shall see you soon. Watch out for this video. It will be up by, hopefully it'll be up by Friday. And then the next one, that I'm going to film later this week, I shall probably put up the week after. So, catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Still remember how to end this.